Good morning. Last time we talked about the multiple phases of the software development lifecycle, and today we're going to dive into the first and most foundational portion of that phase, identifying the problem. We'll have many questions to ask, and we'll learn everything that we need to ask about. Back in September of 2023, Christopher Frank wrote an article for the Harvard Business Review about critical thinking. I recall reading this article and finding the most intriguing portion about how schools would reward children for raising their hands and answering questions. This causes us to lean towards the notion that we should somehow have the answer. But in the realm of software development, we almost never have the answer. All we have is mostly questions, and a lot of them. During this phase, we are playing the role of police detective. If we are to arrive at the best possible solution, we need to gather all the facts. However, gaining all the facts can be very difficult. Now, knowing everything about a current situation or process is desirable, who's doing what, when, why, and where, but it can be difficult to get at those exact details as some tasks become second nature over time. Learning more about the existing process is important, but what's the actual goal? Well, I like to use phrases like, if I could wave a magic wand. Other questions that need to be asked here are, how do we handle things when the process doesn't go as according to plan?
I need some help.
Was recording a video, but how can I help?
Can you code something to replace all the commas to be the character pipe, but leave commas in proper names and addresses alone in this data file that I have?
Yeah, regular expressions might be able to help us here. Are you familiar with regular expressions?
No, I'm not familiar. Is this something that Excel can do?
I thought you said you had a data file, not an Excel file.
Excel is the only way to do my complex formula to massage some of the data in the file.
So you're transforming data in Excel?
Conditionally changing data if certain columns are of a specific value.
Okay, so you have data from someone that they gave to you. You have to transform it and save it as a CSV file that you need to replace the commas with pipes from comma delimitation.
Almost. The data comes from a Microsoft SQL database, and Pete needs the file pipe delimited so he can send it to a vendor.
So the vendor needs a pipe delimited file of massage data from our system?
They want it secure FTP.
It may be more efficient to just build a query in the database that performs the business logic and then secure FTPs the data in the raw form from the SQL server itself and skip all the Excel issues and frees up Pete to do more valued work.
That bypasses several manual steps.
While the impromptu request for help is obviously staged, it does go to show how the initial request for changing a comma delimited had nothing to do with the actual result at the end. Another key aspect is to know who all is involved. Almost zero work is done by one person for the benefit of that very same person. Data is captured by someone or something, it's reported to someone else, and it's interacted with by any number of people along the way. Do you know who all these people are? Do we need to question them about any additional insights they can provide to the solution? Thanks for watching. And next time, we'll discuss planning.